Good morning. My name's Condi Starks. In case you are just new to my channel and accidentally find it, I am a simple little Kansas girl. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I am, however, a survivor. And on my morning videos, I like to share encouragement, motivation, and a little empowerment to be well, be the best you can be. I started my journey in May, just 6 months ago. I sat in my recliner with an exit plan. I did not want to live. I seriously did not. I did tell my counselor, I don't necessarily want to die, but on the other hand, deep down I did. I did not want to live. Anyway, I started battling that monster with diet. But I also believe, and the diet I used was the ketogenic diet. And I'm all over that. I love it. I will never eat anything I will never stop the ketogenic diet. Anytime I do eat anything, I keep that in mind. What's the carb counts? What did I have today? And I am very focused on protecting my my dietary intakes. So, but on the other hand, I started the videos thinking I was going to do more on the ketogenic diet videos. As if you go back in my library, you'll see keto and different things. But then I talked to people who's tried a ketogenic diet and it really did not work for them for one reason or another. And I believe that everybody is different. We are not created equally. Oh, no, we are different. God, when He created us, did not intend for us to be a bunch of little carbon copy clones running around the world, eating the same food, wearing the same clothes, listening to the same music, and believing the same way. He wants us different. He made us different. So our bodies are going to behave differently to different foods. So I'm not preaching the ketogenic diet. I would like for people to try it if they have depression, just simply because it worked for me and it might work for them. But, you know, so anyway, so that's what I'm doing physically. One of the things I like to do on these videos is to remind everybody, including myself, that being well means mind, body, and spirit. You can have the hottest body around with the most healthy fat count and lean and trim and muscular, but if your mind and your soul and spirit aren't right, you're not feeling very well at all. You're not well. So it takes the whole being to truly love life. Okay? Today, I want to go back to something my grandmother said, my mother's mother. We were talking, I don't know, teenager or so. We were playing games. We always play games. She was my gaming grandma. And she says, one thing I remember my dad always told me, if you're always learning something, you're going to be forever young. My grandmother lived to be 96 years old. And she died in her sleep in her living room. And her recliner, 96 years old, her back really was not comfortable sleeping in her bed. So she did get to the point where she was sleeping in her recliner. And my mother and my aunt stayed just because, in case she fell or something. So but my aunt remembered she remembered hearing grandmother get up, use the restroom, and go back. So she was still as able to take care of herself as she could be. And then an hour later, when my aunt got up, my grandmother was dead. Anyway, and to me, that's living until you don't. She wasn't in a nursing home sitting drooling all over herself waiting to die. She lived her life until it was done. So her advice, what she said is, my dad always told me that if ever, or as long as you're learning, you're young. And it stuck. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you're learning something new, you're still living. When I was taking some college classes, and I'm not going to get into political stuff here, but I am a pro-lifer, and I was doing a paper on at what point is life viable? Why, or at what point should a woman be, is abortion taking a life or not? And like I said, I'm not going to get into any debates there. That was my paper. And when I looked up the definition of life, the definition of life was growth. Well, when you learn, you're growing your mental state. And as long as you keep learning something new, you keep your brain active. You keep your energies up, your mental energies. And as long as your mental energies are up, I don't care. You may just learn a new recipe, or you may learn a new game. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to go to college just to learn. There's always the opportunity to learn something. And as long as you are learning something, you're living. I get sad for people when they say, I just don't want to learn anything. Why? Why? Anything? Nothing? Really? Do you have an exit plan? Do we need to be worried about you? Learn a new hobby. Read a new book. Find your interest and expound on it. Learn. Learn a new Bible scripture. It may be something small, it may be something big. But as long as you're learning, you're living. Always learn. Look to learn. Grow. Love life. It is so beautiful. Anyway, this is a short one because really, what more can you say? Find something, learn about it. You'll love it. You will love it. You'll feel energy just abounding. I don't care where you're at. If you're a caregiver and you're taking care of someone who is not able to learn, read to them. Share with them. You don't know what their brain is taking in. Maybe they are learning something. Always learn something. All right? Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.